You're a sick man. And I said, why? Because I jumped over it. I was impressed when they jumped over it. I saw them jump over it. But why is that not possible? He said, because when you get hepatitis, okay, motherfucker, you know, I told him I got the eye, okay, of God and danger. You know, I'm going to hell for having it, apparently. He says to me, you got hepatitis, he says to me. I said, what the fuck did you just say to me? He says, you got hepatitis. I said, I'm about to kill you here. You got 2 more feet before I'm going to drop you on that curb. Is it square? He goes, why would I have that? Because it gives you superhuman powers, right? It gives you superhuman powers. When you say that in the street, right, and the police can run up on you and kill you in these things. They get up with guns and they'll shoot you for having that shit out in the street. Because they call it remote. They have a remote. That one time was right at the clock in the morning, was 4:40 a.m. till. I walked around here, I looked at the clock, but it was broke. And the alarm system, the bell goes do 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 do, was somehow turned off. Some bitch of mayor won't turn the fucking thing back on. And it was water, hyperactivity, all that, all chosen because I had counted back and added 2.5 partisans in the 2nd grade to a 3rd and minored out 4. But what about this? If they took back and that came down, okay, and they said I can reverse the 2 adverbial, I said there's no difference between adverbial, and Bernie Bull. Is adverbial, why does that have to be? He said A, B, C, D, E, F, U, G, H, U, A. So I said, if it's A, then why is it up here? I don't look like an A to me. I said, that looks like an anchor steam you're trying to draw me. So he says, what's an anchor steam? I said, you've never seen a cup, have you? He said, no. Okay, and you don't know what an anchor steam is? Well, whatever it is, it's an anchor steam. It must be a beer. And he laughed. He says, can you see the future, man? This is 1983. I said, so I'm superhuman. Now I can see the future. Well, I'm going to tell you what. I don't know what you people are on, but you're on drugs or something right in front of the class. This was the 3rd time I've been held back for cheating, because in math, it will always tell you one time. And when you have a disability or you've been chosen or held back, it's because you can't really hear that well. But these classes, they would go so quick about what their theory was. If you missed it one time, your ass was grass and you were gone. If you told them to fuck off once or went once, your ass was getting spanked or killed by the teacher right in front of you. I would never have a woman I didn't know touch me one fucking time if she was there to educate me. I would fucking slay that and find a way to kill it dead just for doing that to me. My dad and my mom not being there and shipping out, having my dad bring this bitch Jackie into my home and his slut family and raping on me and shit. My dad having to deal with a woman like this, I would have fucking cut her throat right there. My dad's raising me, having to go to work 24/7. He worked down here, he did your legislature, he had to work 24/7. He only got no breaks. He could get a half a second break, but he had to pay $42.50. $42.50 because he did the legislature. He did all the top secret anarchies for this. The best way to get this town favored is to call Unico, close Chevron, call this bitch Lacey Nason. She's beautiful, but cares too much to make it my own. That'd be nice. But the community is concerned because this place up here, this church, isn't a strip bar to keep these all these kids and everybody out of here for a while, because that corner's dangerous, as town used to be. We need to look into criminal environment and find out how much shit's going on down here. And what is shit in here in this? Anything dead in me or dead out, I don't care about that. That was Boise, LA, who the fuck knows? All I know is, what's 2 and 4 parsons of 2 inches of a road, 4 inches of a road, 4.5 inches of a road, or 15 when you're driving 179 miles an hour and you flip a truck, it's a half-ton truck. They told me because it was heavyweight, but when you flip it, you walk out of a truck really moving that fast and can literally lodge it when you step out into it and flip it in the air like that. That's a half-ton truck. It's like over 45 tons, man. It's like over 4,700 pounds, bro. It's more than that, too. This car, easily over 1,000 pounds. This is a half-ton truck in 1968 or so. Bitch, when you leave your truck out here and watch this shit, this is gonna blow your mind. Watch it. The next day I was flying to San Diego, to LA, to represent Lee Gardner and the new staff, because I became a federal state marshal. The instructions were already there. And this phone rings to me and jumps out. Watch it. Right there I knew. Because she'd already talked to me. And she came out right to here. Watch this. Watch it. What? I did not hear you. No, this is not good. That's your sinner body. Who are you? And his phone. My dad's pagers would go off because sometimes he would call me or put them in me to make sure I was safe, or if there's anybody around the house that was fucking crazy or showing up, you know, and I'm okay. So he said, good morning. These nightmares were relentless. Now I have to see that I'm born as an ambassador of the killer and shit, okay? I look back, I'm in the 7th grade or the 4th grade, I can't remember. The question was in these ideas. Why would the next day I finally have my shit together for a job, and a guy's gonna pay me to go down to LA and represent a law office with a woman named Susan Graham, whose retirement and death standard ideas or retirement for the law to pay before your death or whatever, to see if you want to live and you can on the meter. Now, it's a hard job to be an attorney and walk in. You're talking about your life. You know, I mean, really, your retirement. So why is that such a big deal? Well, see, I don't know. These people seem like they're really nice, but they're kind of mean to me or rude, but they're rich, and it must cost a lot of money. But why would you think of ever doing retirement law? So they can get their kids down and give them their gifts of money and their creations of everything they want. It was about then I realized, man, there's something that's going to happen. And we had already been working 6.5 years because I was the only one he could meter my back of my head on his wire phone. And he knew something about funnel ears or earphones because he used to have to wear them sometimes, but they were to ring his ears. Only once or twice, but sometimes he'd have to flip them on. He had things he couldn't wear, he wouldn't wear them. So I locked in on this thought. If there's a meter on a phone, how would it ring? If it was truly in Boy Scout, it would probably ring, yeah. And it'd be on the last day, because Holly didn't want me in the house. She kicked me out down here when I was in the 9th grade. I think I was 15, 17, 19. She kicked me out of my dad's house. And my grandfather and dad could stay at home forever. And they're all same home, all of them. Why would a woman ask me to leave? And my mom's still not there. I have to go see this woman every 2 weeks. And listen, this woman lied. I didn't like her from the start. To leave my father, to walk out the door and leave me with him, that's not good independent behavior. And she wasn't making a dime. She's trying to get Social Security. At that point I realized, and she wouldn't stop. At that point I realized, yep, I'm going to end up killing a lot of people. But look, there's the thing about that hypno thing, that hypnotist thing. One thing that bothered me about my behavior is the idea that being born or being young, if you black out, it's because you've been hit too hard. And you got 3 levels of being hit. And it'll ring stuff in the back of your head that will kill people. And all of a sudden, my dad couldn't stop hitting me. And we're not hepatized people. I bitch Holly had gone out and cheated on my dad and gotten it and gave it to us. And that was fucked up, wasn't it, for her to do? Because we're a 1% family, and that's what happened. Well, it was hitchhiking. I don't know what happens behind closed doors, but you're really hitting a woman. I mean, really, did he hit you? She said, yeah, that's what she said after. He freaked out on her. At this point, I've had it, because I didn't witness it. I could feel nothing on her that told me she'd been hit. A clean beating from my dad behind my back. Because I had said something, or this woman said something about me, or I said something about her. We had just gotten there. So how do these hands go off? I have one question about red deuterium or computer high-tense lifestyles of the heart and the mind. Because GE or RC and the Secret Service, what my dad worked for, these tools and this stuff, if you miss once, they can kill you for it. These Secret Service agents. If you lip off to them, they'll show up and shoot you dead. My dad lost 14 of them. And yeah, because these machines run a conduit of your lives that we're responsible for. That's why I'm not to be known in downtown Portland. Not to be here or known by name. And that's why shit covers like that. The reason is because if people find me and know what my dad does, then they can get a big break on that shit. The funny thing is it's typically happened in those years because it was computers or chips. But these things determine your future, so there are late night get outs. And there are ways to close down this city for 10 to 12, 14, 18 months. And nobody can come down here at all. because we had to clean up an ideal for the safety of others on the road. So it was a pretty bad scene because it sits of hands and it'll work where something in the back of his heart, right? I think I nailed him with something. So I was born, obviously, not to be born or meet. And so I've always worked on my patience, because the first thing in the ideas of patience is you always feel an idea of when you do that, you've been out here on the road and unleaded dynamite, which is unleaded fuel. So the unleaded fuel is gone here, and we can't have that, man. What kind of society is this that we're reaping? Is unleaded fuel bad for the air? Because this is a Creek Rock. Is that a whole new road? Well, sometimes it is a new road, isn't it? Well, I remember that land, you know. Yeah, that's just finally falling through. Creek Rock, I might have blown something out, yeah, because I called for it. I shot that meter right down here, too. Remember that? Yeah, my dad was right here. He said, hey, I got this meter until, let me see it. Okay, meter, here. And my dad watched it about, and it came right there. Couldn't believe it. But when it blew up, I thought to myself, what the hell could a meter come from space that quick for? I mean, that was one hell of a pull down, right? I thought to myself at one point, right then it told me, right there, feeling back of my head, I'm gonna die. I'm dying, that fucking thing. I'm gonna bring myself, get hit, die, right? This is a meteor. What's the thing about meteors is diatomic or tournament. Why does this always come from above your head? It's because the sun is onyx at the right. It means I've locked on to an idea that we're in a funneling area, or the wind and the minor of this area are because of the space technology. Well, these shipping and receiving packaging tools are also known as pagers with a phone number that would come on them. And if you could find the phone, which if you could get and you had to call them on the phone, right, from the number, right? So you'd have to have a phone, a pay phone that would be available anywhere around here. So you think, well, where's a pay phone? And you have to call them because, well, who the hell knows? But sometimes you can put it off. But when you got one, you can come in 224-242-2442. You hear the thing go off. Well, you put speakers on them, so you can hear the call and talk to them back. And you go, gong, hello, how are you today? Hey, how you doing, man? Well, these are made out of titanium metal, and you can flash them, and look, they would disappear. You can send them, you can wind them up, and they would disappear. And they could disappear you too. So my neighbor Ray Solden, on the joke of eggs and yeast and the future of categorizing for marketing and complex ordeals, he put things together to take a remote service that would be on, and the first thing to do would be to suck it all in on a hospital line that deserves it. Lock it away in acetonic water, whatever it is, my cell, whatever's going in there, and, well, it goes out and let it go, because that's probably where it's needing to. Because this town is also mineral. I don't know about the trust of my judgment, but what is a 4-4?